First Watch Now.
What you need to know from the Cochise County Sheriff's Office.
Hosted by Cochise County Public Information Officers Carol Kappas and Grady Butler. First Watch on 92.3 KWCD.
And it's brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, giving you an inside look into your sheriff's office. I'm Grady Butler, and with me this morning is Sheriff Mark Daniels. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So we have a late start. What were you doing?
Well, first of all, let me say, Carol's not with us today.
Yeah.
We got to start off with that. Carol, obviously, is out of town today, and obviously people don't know that. But she's out of town, so we miss Carol, so I'm keeping her seat warm again. I get to get in the...
Yeah, and the show's just not the same without her.
No, it's not. And
It
that's
really
why I
isn't.
bring that up, so people are going to say, I mean, she keeps our ratings up, you know.
Right.
We're number one show on Cherry Creek Radio between 7 and 8. We're the only show, folks. But, yeah, we miss Carol when she's not here. But the good thing is I get to sit in her chair, the host chair.
It is a
So
comfy chair, isn't it?
It's a lot better than mine.
Right.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, she does a great job.
Well, let's talk about why you were late then this morning.
Yes, let me apologize for kicking the show off. I was coming down 92, and we always have our safety message, and that is, drive safe, slow down, all the things we talk about every week. And so I'm coming down there by the mall on 92, and on the outside, I'm in the inside lane, and a car comes up to me on the right side, just really going fast, and so I watch it, and I drive an unmarked Tahoe, but you can tell it's some form of government law enforcement. Car goes flying by me. So I get in behind it, and I'm thinking, man, am I going to be late if I stop this car? And so I get the radar on. We're going 59 in a 45, 14 miles over the speed limit. So I hit the lights. The vehicle pulls into Quality and parking lot, and I walk up, and I see three people sitting in the back seat, one in the front seat, and, of course, the driver. They're all wearing masks. And but it turns out they're all the four people in the back seat, or three in the back seat and the one in the front, they're all illegals, undocumented to be in our country. They're being smuggled by the driver. And talking to the driver, he's getting paid $4,000
Wow.
to bring them across for four people. You see how lucrative. And he even told me, hey, it's tough times, man, $4,000. How do I turn that down? So he had no driver's license, the driver, and so he has a card, a Visa card, passport to come back and forth. So we detained him for Border Patrol, and we're writing him some citations for his traffic violations, no driver's license, speeding, and waiting for Border Patrol to arrive. So my deputies took over, and Service to PD helped me on the scene. So they're over there right now, so I can run over here and do the show. But, yeah, it just shows you how bad smuggling is. It really, really is. And he didn't realize, he thought the speed limit was 65.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I thought it was 65. No, we're in town. They're from Phoenix. They have no clue what our rules and laws are down here. And we see a lot of that where they get lost. And it draws attention to either people or law enforcement, which sparks up this traffic stop. Now, normally they run. Normally these people are hitting the accelerator and they're getting out of here, which is a daily occurrence here. This one, kudos to him. I even thanked him. I want to thank you for stopping when you saw the emergency lights. So I'll be honest with you, he seemed like a really nice guy. But I said, you're a smuggler. And he said, yes, I am.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Don't get me wrong. But at least he was cordial and polite about it. But, yeah, so he'll be turned over to Border Patrol, and hopefully they'll process him. I'm sure this is not his first looking at the car and looking at what's going on. But I did. The fun part about this is there's such a fun thing, is they're all wearing their masks. So I said, I want to thank
Nice.
you all for honoring our COVID restrictions here in the United States. And they just looked at me and smiled. So, again, it is what it is right now. It's a very busy time on our borders.
And that is the national news that's even going on all across all of the news things. And Governor Doug Ducey has actually declared a state of emergency now in Arizona.
He has. He's come down. He came down to our county on the border and met with Mayor Hughes from Douglas, met with Ann English, the Board of Supervisor Chair. I invited her and Brian McIntyre, our county attorney, and then congressional people, other leaders within the community, and Border Patrol came in from this sector. Tucson sector is the second busiest sector besides Tucson, or excuse me, Texas. And so we see the traffic. We're seeing it. We're seeing the uptick. I mean, we're trying to keep manageable calm within our community. We've come so far, and to see where we're at today is frustrating for me. And as a sheriff, I take that very serious. We have to do what we can, and having the governor stepping up and supporting us and providing us some resources, excuse me, and our congressional people, it's nice to have that. It really is.
And we did have an incident in Miller Canyon where a UDA was trying to get into a vehicle.
Right. They just got done hiking. A female driver, owner of the vehicle. She gets in her car, windows partially down. They came up on the driver's side and actually tried to get in the car. In the big cities, they call that carjacking. And so she was smart. She immediately, car was running, immediately accelerated out of the area for her protection and her passengers that were in the car. Called 911, which is what we want people to do. We deployed a team up there to include Border Patrol, canines. We searched for quite some time, and unfortunately we couldn't find them. If we could have found them, that would be charges on the state level, and we would have.
Now, all of this, of course, the border is the story, and that means that you've been on television and news things across the country. So tell us about some of those this week.
Well, part of it is, too, and we're being solicited really hard on media requests, and in fact, more media requests than time. And so our objective on that, my objective as a sheriff and my team, is to bring awareness of what's going on, asking for change of policies, asking for, we got to work together. We got to prioritize the southwest border, and we got to change the messaging out of Washington, D.C. And that's something I really push hard. We got to, the President of the United States, the Vice President, the Secretary, who I spoke with again this week, and I told him the same message I'm sharing with you all today is prioritize the southwest border. We have a humanitarian issue on the southwest border. We have a public safety issue on the southwest border. When you look at 220 people die every day of drug overdoses, and 90% of all the illicit drugs come through the southwest border, and now we have a porous border holding opportunities for the cartels to exploit their product. Right now they're exploiting humans. They really are. It's so sad. Like I just said in the story I gave you, $4,000, $1,000 a piece. That's what the coyote, the smuggler, gets paid. So you can imagine the profits the cartels are taking off that. Right now it's about $7,000. We had some the other day. We had Fox News live here in the county, and we went out within 2 hours, got two different groups, and they were talking to them, and the one was $15,000 is what the group was having to pay for. Now, you know they don't have that money, so they're servant to the cartels within communities throughout the United States. That's humanitarian. That's, in fact, I'll be straight up, and I keep saying this, that's modern-day slavery.
Sure.
They're buying these people. And they become captive to these people. We have to do a better job in the United States of fixing that. And that's one thing I see. And then we see the tragedies of assault and all aspects of assault, to include sexual. We have to do a better job there. We truly do. And it starts with good policies, good programs, good procedures, and collective efforts from local, state, and federal. If we can do that, and that's our message with the media. We're not here to attack anybody. We're not here to harm anybody. But we are here to say what's working and what's not working. And right now it's not working. You talk to, and this is not a political thing. I mean, we can't align ourselves what's right or wrong based on what political affiliation we're on. I've never policed that way, don't plan on policing that way. It's either broke or it's not. When you have Border Patrol leadership all the way up to Washington, D.C., who I applaud, and to local, saying, yeah, we have a problem. We have a crisis on our border. But those that are elected won't say that. Tell me that's not political. I mean, come on. And we don't want to scare people. We don't want to put fear. We want the citizens in this county, and I keep saying this, is trust us. We're doing a really good job when it comes to what our governor's doing, what we're doing, what our police departments are doing, what Border Patrol here in this area is doing. Yeah, we've lost resources. We lost prevention programs. But at the end of the day, we're still doing what we need to do. We're responding well. We're getting it out there. So you have to put a lot of trust. We ask the citizens to be eyes and ears. If there's a safety message this week, be eyes and ears for us. If you see it, call us. If you don't have to interdict in a situation like they're not breaking your home or anything like that, now that's a whole different conversation. What I'm saying is if you see them on your property coming through, give us a call. If Border Patrol can't respond, call the Sheriff's Office. Call us anytime. We can be your primary on that. We don't mind. Our Regional Communication Center, they're very good. They will funnel the right law enforcement agencies to respond.
And that is the cloud that is over our border at the moment. But there's also some good things that are happening, like the Teacher of the Year was last week.
It is. And I got the honor, thanks to Jackie Clay and the team over there, to announce the Cochise County 2021 Teacher of the Year. Now, the three finalists, I got to give them a shout out here. The three finalists. Well, before I say that, it was a great event. It was a virtual event. They drove through, well attended by the public. I want to thank them. They sat in their cars and I listened, and the people there presenting, it was really nice, well organized. There wasn't a glitch off. My Sheriff's Assist team was out there doing their security and making sure everybody was coming through well, and put a nice perimeter up for the event. But the three finalists, getting back to the most important, the high school finalist was from Tombstone High School, Daniel Machette. The middle school finalist from Joyce Clark Middle School, Edith Mendoza. And the elementary finalist was Crystal Lynn Kimball from Carmichael School here in Sierra Vista. And this was represented from all all schools in Cochise County. And the winner of the 2021 Teacher of the Year was Crystal Lynn Kimball from Carmichael School. So
excellent.
My hat's off to all our educators, and congratulations, Crystal Lynn, for, again, I mean, that's an award within that. When you get recognized by your peers, and it's a great award. So I commend all our educators. It's been a tough year for them.
And more good news with a happy ending. The search and rescue team found a missing 10-year-old girl.
They did. That, with everything going on, we're talking about the media with the border, but with everything going on, our job doesn't change either. And people have told me, "Oh, Sheriff, the border is a federal issue." I 100% agree. But what do? Ignore it because it's not working right now? You have to do something. My oath says I will protect Cochise County and the people within. But so when we have like the missing 10-year-old, we still respond to our resources. And we've done a very good job to balance this with our operational plans in place and how we're doing business. And this is where when you have a border team by Sergeant Tim Williams, who's been doing an amazing job on that, him and his team. In fact, I got an event at 8 o'clock with him today, or his team. And so it's working. And we found the 10-year-old safe. That's the best part of the whole story. It really is. And got her back home where she needs to be.
And the Sierra Vista squad is doing fingerprint classes with Cub Scouts.
Listen, anytime you can help our youth, we're there.
Right.
I can't remember a time as sheriff, have said, no, we can't come. I got a thing for Palomino School. Hey, can you come read to the kids in May? That's reading time. I said, send me the dates, and I'll be there. And so that always takes priority. I mean, if we have an event, nope, I'm going to go read to the kids. That's therapy, too, for me. It really grounds you when it comes. Sit in a room. I did that a couple weeks ago with kids, and I just love doing it. And it's good for the kids, and it's good for our future.
And we have a couple of Think of deputies that popped up this week as well.
We do. Deputy Sposano and also Deputy Dion both had Thank a Deputy from the citizens throughout the county. They were very happy with both of them. So we encourage you, it's on our social site. You can send it, Thank a Deputy, hit the thing, tell us why you're happy with the deputy. And listen, there's enough scrutiny right now on law enforcement, and that's hard for anybody who wears a badge. Listen, we didn't do anything here. I'm not saying we don't make mistakes. But I'm telling you, we swallow betterment pills every day. We do our best to improve. We set good cultures, all the things we need to do. We hold people accountable. But the bottom line at the end of the day, what's happened in this country, though sad, it's also being elevated by negative comments. And I'll tell you one that really upset me was by a U.S. Congress individual said, law enforcement's mandated government killers. That serves no purpose. There's nothing going to be solved when you say that. Just like I don't agree with the border policies, but I'm not calling people names, and I won't. We'll continue to bring up the awareness and keep the facts on the table, keep the personalities out of it, keep the politics out of it. But when people do that, that agenda is deeper than just the statement alone, I promise you.
This sounds like a lot of fun. You spoke to the cowbells this week. What is that?
Cowbells are part of the ranching community.
Okay.
There are a lot of the spouses and supporters of the ranching community. I went down to Douglas, and they have a luncheon. They do so much. And it's just they had their kids there. The kids are all well behaved, and the wives and some of the husbands were there. It was a great event. I hadn't seen them and talked to them for a couple of years. COVID shut us down, so they asked me to come down a couple months ago. Unfortunately, I had a conflict, so I went down. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Went down there and spoke to them, had lunch with them, and what a great bunch of. I mean, let's face it, that's the backbone of Cochise County.
We've had a few wildfires that have popped up, so we want to remind everybody that it's very dry out there. But we had a fire on Davis Road, and then the Jack Fire in the Chiricahua Mountains as well. Yeah,
our fire seasons, I'm really on edge with that. I'll be honest with you, and it's concerning with all the traffic within our mountainous areas, our desert areas. It is alarming. Be careful out there, folks. Be careful. And this is very dry. I mean, I don't think I've seen a spring this dry in a long time. I think we all would agree it's dusty, it's dry. I mean, it's not going to take much to get us in trouble in this county and beyond. So please be very vigilant on that.
And also we need to alert some people about some scams that are going on right now, even using a deputy's name.
That's a common thing. If folks, and I'm getting them on my phone right now too. Your package, contact this number. I don't have anything coming in the mail, so I know it's not that. So Sergeant Randy Wilson, if you hear that name, he is a sergeant with us. He runs our academy, does a very good job, a 20-year veteran of the Sheriff's Office. But I promise you, he's not involved in calling you. I promise you, unless you're an applicant or you're in the academy, which you all know Randy by then. So again, when you get these calls, please verify. You can call our regional communication center and talk to a dispatcher. They can get the facts to you, but more than likely, I've said it before, we say it almost every week, the scams are alive and well in this county and this area, so be cautious of that and don't suck into that.
And before you go today, what is your safety message of the week?
Safety message, again, just be careful out there. Between fires going on right now, the traffic on the border, eyes and ears for us. If you see some on your properties, I know there's a couple of sites or some in the paper today where people, I think, have all good intent. They took the Cochise County seal and they put it on their Facebook, their website, and like it's a notice from Cochise County. Folks, that's not a notice from us. And it comes to public safety, the Cochise County Sheriff's Office, in partnership with our other county offices, we put stuff out, but you'll know it comes from us. Check our website. We don't want people to take this in their own hands right now. We want manageable calm. Let us do it. Let us call. If you got any questions on that, please give me a call. We want citizens to be very vigilant on what's going on. Very vigilant, and then call the Cochise County Sheriff's Office, call your local police department, and let us address it. And 9 times out of 10, you'll have the opportunity and time to do that.
Coming up in just a few, we're going to have the Sierra Vista Chamber of Commerce in. We're going to have Sierra Vista Animal Care and Control, and you've also invited our next guest. Who's coming in next?
Next is Superior Court Judge Terry Bannon and Abby Dodge from CASA, and they have a request. CASA's court-appointed special advocacy. They have a request to help our kids in this community.
It's First Watch on KWCD Country, and it's brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
It's First Watch Now.
Hosted by Public Information Officer Carol Kappas and Grady Butler.
On 92.3 KWCD.
And it's brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, giving you an inside look into your sheriff's office. I'm Grady Butler, and we've got our next guest. We're going to be talking about juvenile probation and juvenile courts and CASA. So go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
My name is Terry Bannon. I am the presiding juvenile judge of Cochise County Superior Court, Division 6.
And April is a month that you want to point out right now.
Yes, I do. I want to take this opportunity to point out that April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And it's nice that we have it dedicated to 1 month a year, but in the capacity of my job and my colleagues, it'll be introduced in a minute, we deal with those issues daily within the scope of our professions. So we're happy that it gets highlighted 1 month of the year, but we don't want to keep the focus on it just 1 month of the year. We want everyone to be aware that it's an issue 365 days of the year.
And so that's where CASA comes in. And we've got Abby here from CASA. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Yes, I'm here from the Court-Appointed Special Advocate Program, and we are a volunteer program that supports kids that are in foster care or kinship care due to being removed from their homes for allegations of abuse or neglect. These volunteers help give those youth a voice in the courtroom and outside of the courtroom and help make sure that their needs are met throughout the process.
And I know that CASA comes up a lot when we're talking about public service or helping people out. So how can people that are listening right now help out CASA?
Well, we always need additional CASA volunteers. We provide all the training, we do an extensive background check, and then we get you suited up with a child that we hope you can make a huge impact with.
And when a child does come into your radar, kind of walk me through the steps that can happen for that child.
So when a child comes into care, they experience a traumatic event by being removed from their home in the first place. They're placed either with a family friend, a foster home, a group home, whatever is available to meet their needs, and they may end up changing homes from time to time. They may change schools, they face new team members, they meet a whole bunch of new adults, and we want the CASA volunteer to be that one consistent adult that they know will always be there even if those other changes happen. And
if someone is interested in volunteering, do you have someplace they can go right now?
We do. We have our website. It's www.casaofcochisecounty.org.
And we also have Sarah here from Juvenile Probation. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am wonderful. So tell us, what does Juvenile Probation do?
Juvenile probation is the eyes and ears of the court, and we make sure that we help children succeed with the orders of the court, and also to partner them with what we call Kids at Hope ACEs, people in their lives that can promote and mentor and be the voice for the kids and the youth of our community. We also ensure that they, adhere to the law and abide by their terms and conditions of probation. We work very closely with CASA, with community partners in treatment, with the school, and report back to the judge so that we can let the kids hopefully be successful. The biggest thing is that we want to work with the entire family, the whole child, to be able to give them the tools to succeed and to choose a different path.
And is there something that the community can actually do for your office?
Yeah, child prevention comes in all different shapes and forms. It's not just the bruises or, the things that come to mind when you think about child abuse. It also includes emotional abuse and just those different hidden abuses that we don't necessarily see. And so when we come together as a community through CASA, through the treatment agencies, through school, through private partners, we can come around the whole child, the whole family, and it's a community effort to be able to prevent abuse in our children and help them succeed, because they are the future of our community. They're not going to be children for forever. They grow up and they eventually become CASA directors or presiding judges.
Well, let's throw out that CASA phone number one more time so that people can get a hold of you if they'd like to volunteer for CASA.
Right, so our phone number is 520-432-7521, and our website is www.casaofcochise.org.
And I appreciate all that you guys do in our community. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
It's First Watch on KWCD Country, and it's brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
Hosted by Public Information Officer Carol Kappas and Grady Butler.
On 92.3 KWCD.
And it's brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, giving you an inside look into your sheriff's office. I'm Grady Butler, and with me is my next guest from the Sierra Vista Chamber of Commerce. It's Melody. Good morning.
Good morning, Grady.
So you have a brand new program that you've started up called Shop Local Online. And if you're a business, this is something you want to get into. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. This is a great program, and as we all know, through 2020, we all learned to shop from our couch on our computer, and we still like to do that. However, we also like to support our local businesses. We want to keep their doors open, and when we're not visiting the actual store, they lose money. So we have started a program for all of our local businesses in Cochise County. Members and non-members of the chamber are open to this program, and we are trying to help those businesses stay open by taking their business online, helping them get online. And then we're also supporting 2 local marketplaces that will be coming soon, which are kind of like little Amazons, and we want everybody in Cochise County to shop local online on those marketplaces to help support all of our local businesses and keep their doors open. So coming soon, those local marketplaces, so watch for those. But if you're a business and you're not selling or booking online, you need to go to svachamber.com and click the link at the top. It says Shop Local Online. Fill out the interest form, and we will contact you. It is a free program. You get additional advertising for your business through Cherry Creek, through the Herald. You get a few months online on one of the marketplaces for free as well, along with all kinds of other benefits. So we would be happy to help your business go online.
What if you've never been online as a business and you just have no idea how to do this at all? Is this the place to start?
This is the place to start. We have great partners that are working with us, like the Small Business Development Center, Cochise College Center for Lifelong Learning, the City of Sierra Vista, obviously Cherry Creek and Herald Review. We just have a lot of partners that are working with us. Again, it's a free program, but just know 64% of shoppers prefer shopping online now. So 64% of the people are not walking in your door if you're just a brick and mortar business. Also, in 2019, $3.5 trillion was spent online in e-commerce, and by 2024, it's expected to be $6.5 trillion. You want some of that money.
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely. So that's an exciting program that we have going this year. And so just go to svachamber.com, click the Shop Local Online link at the top, and fill out the interest form, and we will contact you.
So, of course, we know that you go online to buy things that are sent to your house, but what about services? Will this work for that as well?
It'll work for services, yes, absolutely. You can book online through this as well, but shopping, booking, and even if you have a business where you're not booking or you're not selling items, you can also have an interest form as well, where people fill out the interest form and they can contact you directly for whatever services you're providing.
All right, give us the website to go to and check it out.
svachamber.com.
All right, and the Sierra Vista Chamber of Commerce also has some other things going on, like the Health, Wealth, and Lifestyle Fair. That's coming up next month, isn't it?
We are so excited about that. It is on May 15th at the mall at Sierra Vista, and want to thank our sponsors and our partners in that program as well. So we have our gold sponsor is Canyon Vista Medical Center, and our media sponsors, Cherry Creek Media and the Herald Review. And so, yes, but it's May 15th from 10 to 3 at the mall at Sierra Vista. We had it planned for last year. Well, there was a pandemic. So we are doing it this year, though, in person, following CDC recommendations, of course. But so far, we have 30 vendors signed up. We are very excited about that, but there's room for more. So we are interested in any business out there that has anything to do with health, wealth, or lifestyle. And you can just go to svachamber.com. You can register for your vendor booth right there. Chamber members and non-members, of course, our chamber members get a little bit more of a discount on that, but we're excited to have everybody out. We're going to have a bloodmobile in the parking lot area. We're going to have the Corvette Club out there, and then just a lot. I'll give you a little example of who's going to be inside. Like I said, we have 30 vendors signed up right now, but we'll have NAMI, we'll have Haven Health of Sierra Vista, American Southwest Credit Union, Sierra Medicare Solutions, Max Motion Physical Therapy, Legacy Foundation. I mean, we just have a great long list, and something new we're adding this year is we're going to have speakers there as well. So we'll have a stage set up, and we'll have speakers at the top of every hour to talk to the community about things related to health, wealth, and lifestyle.
And remember, when you do things with the Chamber of Commerce, you just heard a whole bunch of business names right there. That's the kind of stuff that the Chamber of Commerce can do for you, is they get your name out and they do these kind of things for you and talk about your business and put you in the events like this. So if you want to be part of this event, give them a call or drop by their website.
svachamber.com.
Got it. And then they'll help you out. That's what you guys do.
Absolutely. We support businesses to support the community, and that's the whole idea. And if you're looking at expanding your business or getting more marketing for your business, give us a call or just check it out at svachamber.com. We're happy to do that. Want to also let you know the Chamber will have a booth there as well, so you can stop by and talk with us about membership, and you can also talk with us about our trip in November to Spain. Yeah. So we'll have a booth set up for that as well. If you are interested in going to Spain with us in November, stop by our booth.
That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's all inclusive. That's
all inclusive, including airline, and it's a screaming deal. But it's just everybody's ready for a vacation. And why not Spain? Costa del Sol. Yes.
Cool. All right, so the Chamber of Commerce has got a lot going on, and they can do things for you. If you want to contact them about how you can be part of the Chamber or what they do, make sure you do that. And also, don't forget the Health, Wealth, and Lifestyle Fair coming up on the 15th of next month, and your Shop Online Local. And that's going to be available for people to go shop pretty soon.
Absolutely. And if you want to register as a vendor for the for the Health, Wealth, and Lifestyle Fair, we have a lot going on, then make sure that you register before May 7th.
All right, and real quick before you go, you guys have a live that you do every, Thursday?
We do a Facebook Live every Tuesday and Thursday, and so make sure you watch that. You can go to our Facebook page, just Sierra Vista Chamber Facebook page, and you can look at the previous videos. We've been doing it for a year now, a little over a year, I think, and we have guests on that, like you have the sheriff. We've had the sheriff on, and we have the mayor usually once a month. We also highlight our chamber members as well. So if you want to learn more about our local businesses, jump on there, and we do updates on everything that's going on locally as well.
And the chamber also does some research. Tell us about those polls that you guys have going out on your emails.
Thank you, Grady. We actually have 2 surveys that are out right now. You can find those at svachamber.com right on the main page. We know that there are some issues with getting some employees back to work now that the pandemic is easing up, we'll say that. And we're just trying to really find out good information from all of our businesses and our job seekers out there on what the issues are with getting everybody back to work. These surveys are being sent out through the city, through the county. We've got actually Local First Arizona sending them out as well, but we really need good information. We do have senators that are waiting on the survey data from that, and so that they know what to do and how to best support everybody in getting back to work.
All right, well, give us your website one more time because you got a lot of reasons to head to this website.
There's so much information on that site. It is svachamber.com.
Well, thanks for coming and talking to us today.
Thank you, Grady.
And next in the studio, sitting in the next seats, we have Tammy from Sierra Vista Animal Care and Control. Good morning.
Good morning. Is this the hot seat?
It is the hot
is.
seat,
It's
yes.
the hot seat. So.
That's the sheriff's chair. So
Oh,
yes.
jeez.
Yes, so you got the pressure on.
No pressure
right?
at all, right?
So you guys have an event coming up tomorrow. Tell us about that.
We do.
Yeah.
So we're so excited. Due to the pandemic, we haven't been able to have our large celebrating animals event that we usually do at the park. It's crazy huge and so amazing. So we're kind of doing a little belated celebrating animals at the shelter this weekend from noon to 4. We're going to have a lot of different rescues and shelters in the from the area there to provide information and animals for adoption. We're going to have the lovely ladies from County Animal Control there to help answer questions. We're going to have some local trainers there to mingle and kind of answer any questions anybody has. We're going to have a small petting zoo. We're going to have refreshment. It's going to be amazing. We're so excited to, open our home back up to our family to come and see us.
So, yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. Where and when?
So at the shelter, 6799 East Highway 90. And if you have any questions, thoughts, anything, give us a call, 520-458-4151.
And you have a special event going on for the month. Tell me about that.
We do. So we're starting the 4P program, which is Puppy Parvo Prevention Program, which our goal is to eradicate parvo from the Sierra Vista area. Very large goal. We're hoping to kind of make a little dent in it. Parvo is a sickness that is almost deadly to all puppies. So we're providing free parvo shots to puppies in our general area. You just have to commit to the series of 3 clinics. Please give me a call or our kennel tech, Coralie, at the shelter if you have questions. And we'd love to, help and get puppies fully vaccinated.
All right, give us your address and phone number one more time.
Address 6799 East Highway 90. Give us a call, 520-458-4151.
Thanks for coming and talking to us, Tammy.
Thanks, Grady.
It's First Watch on KWCD Country, brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
You've been listening to First Watch with the Cochise County Sheriff's Office.
Hosted by Cochise County Public Information Officers Carol Kappas and Grady Butler.
Join us again next Friday morning, 7 to 8 a.m.
First Watch.
What you need to know from the Cochise County Sheriff's Office.
Only on 92.3 KWCD.